Felcity, and my saint is Our Lady of Lourdes, and Our Lady of Lourdes is technically Mary. I have interviewed my aunt, and she went to Lourdes, and got some pictures from her, and I got something from Lourdes, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Our Lady of Lourdes. Mary appeared to St. Bernadette, and St. Bernadette was born January 7th, 1844, and their family was very poor. And so one day she was collecting firewood, and she was only 14, and she was getting ready to go in the river, and she was taking her stockings off, and there was this grotto. This is the grotto, and then so there was Mary in there, and so she had like this white robe on, and then she had this blue sash and a rosary, and so she started the rosary, and Bernadette followed. So Mary appeared to Saint Bernadette 18 times, and the 8th time she appeared to Bernadette, she said to dig a hole and eat the mud that was there. And so she did, and then so out came the spring, and the spring started Lourdes. That was the very important part. So you have these the pipes, and they run all the way up to the bath, and so that's where all the water came from. And so Bernadette became a sister, and she led a good life, and she died April 16th, 1879, and so this is the candlelight procession. The candlelight procession is where all these old people in wheelchairs, they come to the front of this big gathering area, and it's at nighttime, and they have everybody saying a rosary, and almost everybody's have a candle. And so while they pray the rosary, they just all pray it together, and all these old people are in the front in the wheelchairs, and then at the end they have these blessings for the old people. My aunt said that was pretty cool. And then these are called the prayer candles. So like for church, they have the candles for the thing, and so then these are about 7 or 5 feet tall, so they're huge, and all these petitions are just one big candle, so they're really big candles. These are life-size stations, so like you have Jesus hanging on the cross, and yeah. And then this is the basilica, so this is the church. I think that's where the baths are, and so where the baths are, that's where these people who are sick and injured really badly, they go in these baths, and some they get cured all the way, but some they just cured half. So, and once you come out, you're actually dry from the water, and that's that. And then there's a statue of Our Lady of Lourdes, and then this is the grotto where Mary appeared to Bernadette, and that's the spring that Bernadette dug. It's right behind this church, and so it's not like a church, but there's a table outside where the grotto is, and then they have mass there, and so that's pretty cool. And then they have the spring behind the altar. And then I have something from Lourdes that my aunt brought back, and so that's it. Any questions?
Well, hang on a minute here. Awesome job. Everybody's out here panicking now because we started off with a grandiose one here. So nice job. Questions? She's above and beyond here.
Tara?
When was Mary born? I forget if you talked about it.
I don't know.
Mine, okay. Can I go up there and see the floor?
Yes.
Can we do that after everyone's done? Okay, would that be all right?
Oliver?
When was Bernadette born?
January 7th, 1844.
Nice job.